Hello! Long time no see, guys. Today I'm gonna be showing you one of the most underrated spots on Smalltribes. Everything you see up here at the top of this area is stuff that we built in just 2 days. Everything else below took about 2 weeks to a month to build. This is an amazing spot because it's so far up that no one can actually raid you with conventional means like parasers, stegos, things like that. They have to use quetzes and tech tapes, which are a lot harder to do if you're actually facing someone that's online. So if you're online and have some nets, then you're basically unraidable. When you last saw us, we were built up on Genesis 2 and slowly trying to get off of it so that the people on there wouldn't destroy us. We took the last of our remaining time to grind like crazy, farm up a ton of structures so we could build this base here. If you're one of the 2 viewers that actually watch my videos, you're probably wondering, hey, PlaySpace, where you been at? Well, I got a story for you. First, I got COVID. That was a hell of a good time. It lasted for about 2 weeks and I felt like I was dying. Then after that, just 1 or 2 days, I got a massive tooth infection. Naturally, I felt like I was dying for even longer. It was about a whole month that I was either dying in my bed, not being able to breathe, or had a horrible fever and horrible pain, and just loving life. But like the true gamer I am, that didn't stop me from playing ARK. I kept going, I kept grinding, I kept building, I kept maintaining and surviving. I even decided, man, I'm gonna start becoming a better content creator. So I started narrating all my stuff as I was playing. Started becoming real cringe with it, talking every single second as I'm playing and recording. I was thinking, man, I got so much to give to the community. I've been playing this game for about 10,000 hours. I can teach so many people so many ways to thrive. Just really thrive on this game. So I put my heart and soul into it. Started going really crazy with the grinding, the farming, building, everything. And I thought, man, this is gonna be really good. At least so I thought, until I realized my storage device was full and everything I was doing was no longer recording. I lost everything. So the whole transition from me being a little beta tribe on Genesis 2 to me moving to this server is lost forever. And that just ruins the entire story, I felt like. So I was pretty disheartened, I won't lie. But then there was one thing that happened that kept me going. The super supportive comments from you people. Like this one here. You die? Been missing out on my updates. Hell yeah, man, thanks for caring. Or this one, when is Nest 1 coming? Did you get wiped? Or my favorite one, you alive? I wish I wasn't, but here I am. But seriously, I was thinking about quitting, but just the fact that a couple people actually kind of enjoy what I'm doing here makes it all worth it for me, so I'm gonna keep going. So since I lost all my footage, I'll just give a quick little recap of what I've done since the last video that you can't see, sadly. Like I said in my last video, the tribe that was attacking us gave up and admitted they just could not raid us. We were on all the time. I put together the perfect team. We had people from EU, NA, all in the perfect time slots, so we never had an offline timer. After that, most of the server hated us, but no one had the balls to actually do anything about it, so we just grinded in peace. It was pretty nice. So beyond the obvious things, like just buying cement paste with mission points and farming metal so that we could build structures, we would make sure to go out every single time it was element biome and farm as much element as we could. You can get an insane amount if you use a skiff and a strider. After you have basically an infinite amount of element, you go to one of the mission terminals, build it up so that no one can attack you while you're using it, and while you're offline you use an auto clicker and turn all that element into element dust. The thing about element dust is it's one of the most valuable things to big tribes. There's so many tribes that are built up in like shadow caves on the aberration map where you really can't farm element. So they use element dust to turn into element so they can put it into their tech turrets so that they have protection. So what you do is you go onto ARK Trader Zone, use that element dust and leverage it so that you can trade it for whatever the hell you want. What we did was trade it for bloodlines, a male and female of each type of dino. We actually farmed so much element dust that we bought every single bloodline on Smalltribes and still had enough that we could buy blueprints with it. So not only do we have all the good bloodlines, we also have the flak, the weapons, the equipment, and everything that we need to survive and thrive on small tribes. From there, all we had to do was keep our online timer, and in this spot, no one could touch us. Literally, we would have tribes of 6 come and attack us, and as long as one person was on, they would run them off the server within 20 minutes. There was only one tribe that actually tried more than that, and they really just lost so much stuff while trying to attack us. The tribe's name was Doink Doink Headshot, or DDH for short. So really, props to them for trying. They were one of the only people that actually tried attacking us legit without cheating. And the only reason they attacked us is we were built on a server where their enemies were the alphas in the alpha tree. Other than that, the only time anyone would attack us is if we went and messed with someone else, and then they would send aimbotters and meshers to come mess with us. Luckily, we always had someone on, so we could take care of it. The only other exception is this clip right here that you're watching of me defending. This is actually when 5 of us got login locked onto a Genesis 2 server, and only one of us were available to actually defend the base. And the enemy knew that, so they took full advantage of it. Luckily, they were kind of idiots and they attacked the Alpha tribe first, so they were out for blood. They immediately went to the other server and attacked their home base. So while the Alpha was attacking their home base, they had to go back to their server to defend, and that gave me a little bit of time to just mess around and try different ways of taking out this little fob. My first attempt was with a Tapahara, and that didn't work because there were still 3 or 4 of them online and they just netted me every single time I'd get close. So after they got away, I actually decided to take this gas bag and try meshing my character into the wall, coming down, and then soaking their bullets. This was really finicky though, so it was really weird. If you didn't know, with a gas bag at least, the auto turrets actually shoot it and it just tanks it like crazy. But when a tech turret shoots it, it applies pushback and really messes you up, especially for one of these high up fobs like this. It kept pushing me away and I had nothing else to do. So I took out my Rock Drake and decided to get to work with my LOS strat. If you don't know how a Rock Drake works, you can peek its head over ledges and shoot things without it actually shooting you back. It's insanely broken. So if someone isn't on, you can basically wipe anything out near a ledge and it's just free. The same idea can be used if you have a bog spider and a ton of rockets. So all I did here was poke my head over and start slowly figuring out the angle so that I can attack their cliff platform without the turrets actually shooting me back. Since the tech generator was on the cliff platform, that means once the cliff platform was down, their entire fob was gone. This is especially effective on maps like Genesis 2, Genesis 1, and Extinction, since you have so much element that you have a ton of ammo to keep shooting. And just like that, everything is depowered. Since you didn't waste all the bullets in their turrets, you can now blow them up and take all their ammo for yourself. To end the video, I'm going to put a little time lapse of us killing XP gigas for a ton of XP. One thing I want to say before I go is I really love ARK, but I don't see my future as actually being an ARK YouTuber. So if you only expect ARK content from me forever, maybe you shouldn't subscribe. The devs are mostly abandoning this so they can work on ARK 2, and it's a dying game. But I'm going to get as much good content as I can while I can.